Have you ever sat down to work, and 20 minutes later, you're deep into something completely different? Emails, messages, that one tab you didn't mean to open, and suddenly, an hour's gone, and your to-do list hasn't moved an inch. This isn't just a productivity issue, it's a wealth issue. The truth is, the wealthiest people in the world aren't working harder. They're simply managing their focus like a high-value investment. Later in this video, you'll discover the one mental rewiring method top performers use to 10x their productivity without working more hours. Miss it, and you could spend years grinding with nothing to show for it. Let's break down how the rich focus like pros, while the rest of us scroll through distractions. Segment 1. The mental tax of constant switching. Every time you switch tasks, you pay a hidden tax. Your brain must reorient, reprocess, and reload what you were doing, and that takes energy. It's like trying to drive a race car while changing tires at the same time. You look busy, but you're not moving forward. A Harvard study found that people spend nearly 47% of their waking hours thinking about something other than what they're doing. That's nearly half your mental energy, gone. I used to open my laptop in the morning with good intentions, only to find myself spiraling into inbox chaos. Half a day gone, and my actual goals untouched. What would happen if you reclaimed just 25% of that lost focus? Segment 2. Rich people don't multitask. They time block. Multitasking is praised by the busy, but the wealthy? They don't juggle, they prioritize. They use focus vaults, protected time blocks where only one task exists. No notifications, no meetings, no tab surfing. During those blocks, they're 10x more efficient than the average person juggling 5 things at once. Steve Jobs once said, "Focusing is about saying no," and that's what rich thinkers do relentlessly. When I started time blocking just 90 minutes of deep work each morning, my output doubled. Not because I worked more, but because I worked undisturbed. Would your income change if you protected just 1 hour a day with this same discipline? Segment 3. The attention economy is rigged. Let's not sugarcoat it. Your attention is being sold. Social media platforms, even so-called productivity apps, are designed to steal your focus. The average smartphone user taps their phone over 2,600 times per day. Now imagine each tap costing you $5 in mental focus and creative energy. That's thousands, gone before lunch. High performers know this. They protect their minds like gated estates. They install blockers, schedule tech-free hours, and design their environment to eliminate temptation. What could you build if your brain wasn't under constant attack? Segment 4. Physical energy drives mental focus. Most people try to fix their focus at the desk. But the real fix starts in the bedroom, the kitchen, and the gym. Less than 7 hours of sleep? Expect brain fog. Poor diet and dehydration? Expect irritability and forgetfulness. No movement? Expect sluggish thinking. A Stanford study showed that even light exercise increases blood flow to the brain and improves cognitive clarity by over 15%. Think of your brain like a bank account, and your energy like deposits and withdrawals. Poor habits overdraw your cognitive balance. If you treated your health like your paycheck, would your focus improve? Segment 5. Training. Focus. Like a financial skill. Focus isn't a talent. It's a trainable skill, just like budgeting or investing. Start small. 10 minutes of deep work in the morning. No distractions. One task. One goal. Next week, move to 15 minutes. Then 30. You're building mental endurance, slowly, sustainably, powerfully. I remember a time when I couldn't finish anything, not because I didn't care, but because my mind was constantly buzzing. I'd sit down to plan my finances, and 5 minutes later, I was checking texts, then bills, then Instagram, and somehow I ended up watching videos on tiny homes I'd never live in. One day my phone buzzed while I was trying to balance my accounts, and I just froze. I realized I hadn't made it through a single 10-minute task in over a week. That night, I cried. Because it wasn't just about focus, it felt like my life was slipping out of my hands. I was tired of being busy but broke, tired of feeling like I had no control. So I started small, 10 minutes, first thing in the morning. No phone, just a notebook and one goal. It was hard. My mind rebelled. But I stuck with it. And by the end of the first week, I finished something I'd been avoiding for 6 months. A full financial plan and a new savings automation setup. That moment changed everything. If 10 minutes of deep focus could change your financial future, would you give yourself that gift starting tomorrow? Segment 6. Morning routines of the mentally rich. Most millionaires and top thinkers guard their mornings like treasure. It's when the brain is freshest, clearest, and least interrupted. They start their day with clarity, not chaos. No email, no news, no social media. Instead, they write down their priorities. Focus on one needle-moving task and dive into deep work before distractions wake up. When I began protecting my first hour of the day, my anxiety dropped and my income went up because I finally tackled what mattered first. If your first 60 minutes each day were elite-level focused, how would your entire week change? Question of the day. What's one thing you could eliminate from your morning that's stealing your focus? Comment below. I will read every one. Segment 7. The reset ritual the wealthy swear by. You can't stay focused forever, but you can reset like a pro. Rich thinkers use reset rituals, a walk outside, breathing exercises, a no-tech 10-minute pause. These aren't indulgences, they're focus reloads. The brain wasn't built for non-stop output. Olympic-level focus isn't just about discipline, it's about strategic recovery. What if you treated recovery as seriously as the work itself? Segment 8. The 52/17 method. Have you heard of Pomodoro? The Pomodoro technique is a time management method in which you do focused work, then take a predetermined time break, known as Pomodoros. What's the sweet spot? 52 minutes of deep work, followed by 17 minutes of real rest. No phone, no screen, just space. This rhythm matches your brain's natural attention cycles. Studies show that this structure boosts both cognitive performance and information retention. And it's shockingly simple. Real story. Back when I was juggling freelance projects and trying to build this channel, my days were chaotic. I'd sit down to edit, then jump to email, then half research a topic, then scroll YouTube for inspiration. I was working 10 to 12 hours a day and still falling behind. So I tried the 52/17 method. At first, it felt weird. I set a timer, focused on one task, just scripting, for 52 minutes. When the timer buzzed, I forced myself to walk outside. No phone, no screen. By the end of the second day, I finished a video script that normally took me 3 days. By the end of the first week, I was ahead for the first time in months. Now that you know that your focus isn't broken, it's been hijacked, scattered, and undertrained, you can take it back. You're going to need to know what habits separate people who produce elite results from those who stay stuck in reactive mode. If you don't know this necessary information, you'll keep grinding, guessing, and burning out, without ever tapping into your true potential. I'll reveal the single daily shift that was made to regain control of your time, energy, and income, without burning out in my next video. If you miss it, you may keep wasting your best hours on things that move you nowhere. See you in our next video.